Welcome back to the PulpMX Fantasy Show presented by Maxxis Tire. My name is Donnie, and it is weird to say, but we are officially at the end of our outdoor campaign with the final race this weekend at Ironman Raceway in Indiana. Before we get into the 5 riders I want you to look at, a few housekeeping notes. Although the SX and MX seasons are their own separate entity, if you are in the running for a top 100 national number, remember that the SMX rounds do count for that as well, so don't get too wild with your high handicaps if that is something that is important to you. This weekend, RJ Hampshire is going to miss another one. Otherwise, this 250 class looks more or less the same. The 450s get a nice injection of talent to the middle of the class with Colt Nichols and Shane McElrath coming in to score a few more points to help them climb to the SMX seeding. Jerry Robin returns from injury, needing a handful of points to guarantee his spot in the SMX LCQ, and Canadian champion Jess Pettis is coming down for a one-off in the States. All right, this weekend, 3 riders I want you to look at, 1 guy to stay away from, and of course a high handicap if you guys are looking for flyers. 250 All-Star kicks off the do not pick, and that is Hunter Lawrence. The champ 2B comes in with a 22-point lead, meaning even if Justin Cooper goes 1-1 on the weekend, Hunter can coast to an easy 7-7 finish to clinch the title. I'm sure he is going to do better than that, but no chance he pushes hard for moto podiums this weekend in the event that he doesn't get the start that he wants. A 250 guy that I do want you to pick this weekend is Ryder D. Unfortunately, I cannot pick him, but he is definitely the best pick on the board. He's been top 16 and 18 of 20 motos with a best of 5th this year, and this is likely his swan song with the green squad he has been with practically since birth, so I expect to see him want to go out with a bang and let Mitch know what he's going to be missing outdoors. 450 All-Star going back to the well with Chase Sexton. Much like Ryder D, this will be Chase's final outdoor with his current team, and there is no way he wants to leave the year winless after having the best outdoor season we have seen on a Honda in 20 years. Chase has been second in 11 motos, and I would be shocked to see him off the podium this weekend. The double eligible guy I'm looking at is another one with something to race for in Jose Butron. The Wildcat Racing rider currently sits 12 points out of an automatic SMX berth, needing to finish 15-15 or better to get in. A rough go last weekend balloons his handicap up to an 8, and with an average finish of 14th this year, he could be poised for big numbers. The high handicap hero of the round given to a rider with a handicap of 10 or more that I think has a realistic chance to score massive points this weekend. If you're the type of person that likes to sweat out a little LCQ action for a big payout. Go big or go home, they say, and now is the time to finally cash in on Derek Kelly if you have not already. He's a 14 handicap. Despite his recent struggles with reliability, he is still finishing top 24 and 8 out of every 10 motos, and an average finish better than his qualifying. He still has an outside chance at making the SMX cutoff, so he will be giving it his all this weekend. FFL, the 250 side, is contended with 9 riders and 20 motos, but I think I would be looking at Justin Cooper here if I was picking it all. He has the numbers, but in addition, it's do or die, and Jay Coop needs to put his head down and go 1-1 this weekend. 450s, it is obviously jet or bust. Don't get cute trying to swerve in the last round. Midwest temps look mild with a high of 80, but don't sleep on that humidity, as it's likely going to feel closer to 90 on race day. Race day live kicks off at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. RotoMoto patrons get the enhanced cheat sheet around 11:30, with the rest of you waiting until noon for the basic qualifying sheet to drop on Twitter and Instagram. Then we lock our picks at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific for the final 4 motos of the season. Before I show you my early team, I want to talk about Maxxis Tire coming back for 11 rounds of outdoors so I can deliver these videos for you. You know Maxxis Tire. You know their MXST tire designed by the king of Supercross and my all-time favorite rider, Jeremy McGrath. It is the newest and most advanced tire on the Maxxis MX lineup, featuring an all-new tread pattern, compound, and composition to provide the stability, predictability, and traction that the upper tiers of motocross demand. Available at your local retailer and also at motosport.com. My Thursday team has Justin Cooper at a 1, Pierce Brown's 5 handicap, Preston Kilroy and his 9, as well as Derek Kelly at a 14. 450s, I have Chase Sexton at All-Star, Dylan Wright boasting a 5, Jose Butron with an 8, and 13 handicap, Derek Drake rounding out the squad. Thanks as always for watching the PulpMX Fantasy Show presented by Maxxis Tire. My name is Donnie. May your chiz this week. Remember that 8 is great. Most importantly, have fun. See you in 2 weeks.